before computers, before factories, before Silicon Valley, there was a city that mastered the art of living. A city with underground plumbing, urban planning, and architecture so precise. Modern engineers are still trying to reverse engineer it. It wasn't a dream of tomorrow, it was the memory of yesterday, and its name was Mohenjo-Daro. Built over 4,500 years ago, this ancient city stood at the heart of the Indus Valley Civilization, a people who defied every assumption we've made about the primitive past. Because where others built temples for gods or fortresses for kings, the people of Mohenjo-Daro built a city for its citizens. Symmetrical streets, standardized bricks, private bathrooms, running water, and drainage so advanced, some cities today still don't match it. This wasn't supposed to exist. Not then, not there, but it did. And when it was rediscovered, it sent a shockwave through the world of archaeology, because everything we thought we knew about the dawn of civilization suddenly looked wrong. When archaeologists brushed the dust off its streets in 1922, they didn't just find ruins, they found evidence of a forgotten intelligence. The year was 1922. The British archaeologist R.D. Banerji was surveying the banks of the Indus River when he stumbled upon what he thought were ancient Buddhist ruins. He had no idea he was standing on top of one of humanity's greatest lost cities. As the excavation began, the ground gave up its secrets, slowly, stubbornly. A street grid, kilns, bathhouses, complex brick architecture, and everywhere, signs of planning. Every street was aligned along cardinal directions. Every house had a private well. Every building fit perfectly into a larger design. Even the smallest brick measured exactly 1 to 2 to 4 in proportion. That's not random. That's code. The kind of precision you expect from engineers, not farmers. Imagine your neighborhood today. Now imagine it planned 4,500 years ago, without machines, architects, or concrete. Yeah, primitive doesn't quite fit anymore. And at the center of this perfect order stood one massive structure, the Great Bath. A 39-foot-long pool lined with baked bricks, bitumen sealant, and a complex drainage system. Some say it was for ritual cleansing. Others think it was civic, maybe even recreational. Whatever it was, it's one of the first public water systems in human history. Before Athens. Before all of it. So the question becomes, who were these people, and how did they know so much so early? The Indus Valley Civilization wasn't small. It stretched across 1.25 million square kilometers, larger than Mesopotamia and Egypt combined. Over 1,000 cities and settlements, all showing the same design, same brick ratio, same civic standards. This wasn't chaos. This was coordination. Yet, there's no evidence of a single ruler. No palaces. No monuments to kings or gods. It's as if the entire civilization ran on collaboration instead of control. Their society might have been one of the first examples of collective intelligence, a network system where knowledge, not hierarchy, led the way. Does that sound familiar? It should. That's exactly how our modern tech ecosystems work. Startups, networks, decentralized innovation. We call it Silicon Valley. They called it civilization, and they did it 4.5 millennia earlier. Archaeologists also discovered small, intricate seals, each engraved with symbols we still can't decode. Over 400 unique signs repeating in sequences. Some say it's a script, the world's oldest. Others think it's a coding system, identifiers for trade, ownership, or communication. Whatever it was, it worked. Because the Indus Valley traded as far as Mesopotamia, their ships carried cotton, jewelry, and metal goods, making them one of the earliest participants in global trade. They weren't just advanced, they were connected. And yet, for all their sophistication, we know almost nothing about them, because their code remains unbroken. Then it stopped. Around 1900 BCE, the cities emptied, the people disappeared. The civilization dissolved. No war, no fire, No conquest, just absence. Like a system shutting down slowly, quietly. So what happened? Some say climate change. The Sarasvati River dried up. Others say massive floods. The Indus shifted its course. Still others whisper darker theories, internal collapse, resource depletion, or even a viral outbreak. Whatever it was, it erased a society that had thrived for nearly 1,000 years. And when the dust settled, memory went with it. Generations later, even their descendants didn't remember the names of their ancestors' cities, until Banerji's shovel broke the ground. Here's what makes this even stranger. When modern archaeologists studied the city's drainage system, they realized it wasn't just efficient. It was modular, meaning each home's drains connected seamlessly into the main sewer, a plug-and-play system. Exactly how modern infrastructure works. Think about that. They built urban modularity before we even had the word for it, and their brick standardization. It matched across entire regions. That's like having ISO standards in 2500 BCE, so how do you explain that? Either it was pure coincidence, or they had a level of communication, governance, and mathematics that rivals ours today. And they did it all, without ego. No royal graves, no giant monuments shouting the names of kings, just quiet perfection. That's what makes Mohenjo-Daro different. They didn't build to be remembered. They built to function, and ironically, that's why they were forgotten. If you walk through Mohenjo-Daro today, the wind still moves through its empty streets. It whistles through drains that haven't carried water in 4,000 years. And you realize this wasn't just a city. It was a mirror, a reflection of what humans could achieve when we built for the collective good, not personal glory. They mastered sanitation before industrialization. They created data systems before writing. They engineered harmony before hierarchy. So, why did we forget them? Because their story didn't fit the narrative. It challenges the comfortable illusion that progress only moves forward. That innovation began with us. That history is a straight line from primitive to advanced. But Mohenjo-Daro whispers something else entirely. It says, maybe we've done this before. In a way, Mohenjo-Daro didn't vanish. It became a warning. Civilizations rise on knowledge, and fall when they forget why they built in the first place. If you strip away the tech, the networks, the apps, we're all chasing the same thing: connection. Sustainability, balance. The people of Mohenjo-Daro found it, and then they lost it. So the real question isn't how they vanished. It's whether we're next. Because progress without wisdom is just another lost city waiting to happen, but perhaps remembering them changes everything. Because now you know, and when you know, you can't unknow. If Mohenjo-Daro made you question what we can build with stone, the Kailasa temple will make you question what's humanly possible. A temple not built, but revealed. They say it was carved in a single day from a mountain itself.